Hey guys, welcome to your reading lesson today. We are going to read a new story this week, but before I show you our story, have any of you all ever read any of the Pigeon books? Anyone ever read any of those Pigeon books? Let me show you our story. The reason I ask that is because the author of this story is the same author that wrote the Pigeon books, Mo Williams. Can you say Mo Williams? Good job. Our story today is titled Naked Mole Rat Gets Dressed. Can you say that with me? Naked Mole Rat Gets Dressed. That's our title. And look at our picture. Oh my goodness. I'm super excited about this story. Okay. This is a fictional text. What does fiction mean? Is it real or a made-up story? It's a made-up story. Good job, okay? Naked mole rats are actually real animals in real life. They're called naked because they don't have a lot of fur. And they're found in Africa, and they live underground in burrows. So they're real animals, but Mo Williams made up this story. This is not a real story, okay? Mo Williams is our author. What's the author do? Writes the words. And what does the illustrator do? Draws the picture. Mo Williams actually wrote the words and drew the picture in our story today. Okay, so we're going to read Naked Mole Rat Gets Dressed. Turn your listening ears on. Zip it. Lock it. Put it in your pocket. I just want you to listen today to our story. What do we call this page? Title page. No shirt. No shoes. Service. All right, listening ears. I'm going to try to show you the whole book so you can see. All right. There is so much to learn about the fascinating little creatures known as naked mole rats. But for this story, you only need to know 3 things. 1, they are a little bit rat. 2, they are a little bit mole. 3, they are all naked. Well, they were, with one exception. Wilbur, the naked mole rat who liked to get dressed. Hello. When the other naked mole rats saw him, they said, "Ew, yuck. What are you doing?" "I like clothes," replied Wilbur. "When I get dressed, I can be fancy or funny or cool, or I can just be an astronaut." When the others heard that, they said, "Ew, yuck. If you like clothes so much, then why don't you open a store or something?" Naked mole rat can be very sarcastic. Sarcastic means they're trying to be funny. But Wilbur thought that was a great idea. The other naked mole rats did not. How is Wilbur different from the other naked mole rats? Why is he different? He likes to wear what? Clothes. Good job. They brought Wilbur to a giant portrait of Grandpa, the oldest, greatest, and most naked mole rat ever. "Look at that picture," they demanded. "Look at his heroic face. Look at his regal bearing. Look at his total lack of clothing." Grandpa did look heroic. Grandpa did look regal. But he would also look heroic and regal in a casual shirt and some summer slacks. "Ugh," they said, the other naked mole rats. "Don't you get it?" Why did they show Wilbur a picture of Grandpa? Why are they showing him that? Is Grandpa wearing clothes? Nope. Naked mole rats don't wear clothes. Why not? Asked Wilbur. Something had to be done. The naked mole rats marched right over to Grandpa and told him all about Wilbur. And then he asked why not. Grandpa was very wise. He thought seriously about everything he had heard. Then he thought some more. Finally, he said in a heroic, regal voice, "Gather the colony. I shall make a proclamation." When Wilbur heard about Grandpa's proclamation, he knew it was serious. A proclamation! A proclamation! But he had no idea what to wear. In the end, Wilbur decided to play it safe. So look here. Is he wearing clothes? Maybe not safe enough. The others were so busy looking at Wilbur's socks that no one noticed Grandpa enter until he cleared his throat and proclaimed. So Wilbur went only in his socks. Fellow naked mole rats, I had never worn clothes until I heard Wilbur's simple question. Why not? Why not indeed? Do clothes hurt anyone? No. Are they fun? Well, they may not be for everyone, but this old naked mole rat wishes he had tried getting dressed earlier. Then Grandpa complimented on Wilbur's socks. As fast as his legs could take him, Wilbur rushed home, put on his favorite outfit, and dashed back. So what does Grandpa say about wearing clothes? Does he wish he had tried wearing them earlier? Yeah. When he returned, Wilbur discovered he was not alone. Much had been said about that day, but for this story, you only need to know 3 things. 1, some of the mole rats were naked. 2, some of the mole rats were clothed. 3, all of the mole rats had a great time. No exceptions. And there's Wilbur's clothes store. The end. Good job, boys and girls. Now let's talk about our characters in our story. Who is the main character? Do you remember his name? Let's go back in our story. Do you remember his name? His name is Wilbur. Can you say Wilbur? Wilbur is our main character. Who are some other characters in this story? Do we have other naked mole rats? Yeah, and who is the other character? What do we call him? The one that was in the big portrait. Grandpa. Good job. And where is the setting? Do you remember what setting is? What's setting? Where the story takes place. So where does the story take place? Does it take place at the naked mole rat's home? Yeah, that's where they are. They're in our home. What do naked mole rats usually live in? Do you remember in real life? They live in a burrow, so they live underground. Good job, my friends. Kiss your brains. So this week, boys and girls, we're going to keep looking at this story, Naked Mole Rat Gets Dressed. But we're going to talk about what makes each of us special. So here's your essential question. I'm going to say it, and I want you to repeat it. What makes each of us special? Can you say that? Good job. That's what we're going to talk about this week. What makes each of us special? Thank you for coming and reading our story today. Naked Mole Rat Gets Dressed.